I'm ready.
Right, good afternoon. It is Wednesday, December 4th. This is the meeting of Town of Brookhaven Local Development Corporation. The following board members are present: Mr. Callahan, Pally, Mr. Rose, Ms. Shake, Mr. Trotter, and Mr. Braun. A quorum is present. I need a motion to accept the minutes of October 16th, which have been sent to everyone.
Motion, Mr. Chairman.
Is there a second?
Second.
Are there any questions or corrections? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
So the only item on the agenda is the 2025 meeting schedule. And earlier today, we realized that we might have a little issue with some of the dates. So what I'm proposing is that we just adopt a date for January, and we have January 8th right now as the suggestion, and in January, we adopt the rest of the year.
At what time?
Noon, 12 noon?
I will not be there.
Okay.
Does that work for everybody else?
Noon?
For me,
Mhm.
following week is not good, but that week is good.
Okay.
I'll entertain a motion to that effect then.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Anything else?
That's all I have for the LDC.
In that case, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Right, it is now 3:41, Wednesday, December 4th. This is the meeting of the Town of Brookhaven Industrial Development Agency. The following board members are present: Mr. Callahan, Mr. Pally, Mr. Rose, and Ms. Shite, Mr. Trotter, and Mr. Braun. A quorum is present. Lisa, I will turn it over to you.
Okay, the first item on the agenda is an application from MPH Cross Island Power LLC. This is a project for the Shoreham Energy Project, which, just to remind everybody, is an electricity generation facility on about 10 acres at the Shoreham Power Plant property. It's a peaker plant, and it will continue to operate as it currently operates. They're requesting permission for a change of control. It's approximately a $20.5 million project. There are 13 years of the pilot left. It was a 20-year pilot to start. No mortgage recording tax or sales tax requested. Howard, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, just to mention that it's a change of ownership and control upstream from the company itself. So the company doesn't change in any way.
And I know, Peter, did you have anything you wanted to add?
Just that this is one power plant. They're acquiring other power plants throughout Long Island. This is one piece of the transaction. A company called J Power had operated plants in Nassau and Suffolk County, and all are being conveyed into this entity.
It's the question I had. I kicked it over to Lisa the other day is if all the battery energy storage systems that are proposed get built, will there be a need for peaker plants? And I don't know the answer to that.
Following,
I think we're some time away.
eventually,
Why do too?
eventually.
So if there's,
I guess my other understanding is that a lot of that battery storage would go from offshore energy going to that battery storage. There's still going to be times when that will not be sufficient. These plants only run a few times a year.
Yeah.
so if there's no other questions or comments, we need to accept the application, and there's a resolution for your consideration as well.
So move.
Second.
Right, second.
Yes.
Any other questions? What is the value of this transaction?
$20.5 million for our piece of it,
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
approximately. Okay, the next item on the agenda, this is gonna be the Peter show, I guess. is a request for Ronco, Phase 2A, a subtenant, Ronkonkoma Creamery.
Mm.
Did I just hear a woo? So excited. Ben and Jerry's, it's a Ben and Jerry's. And it's a, just over 13-year lease. There's gonna be 4 full-time, equivalent jobs created between $40,000 and $50,000 a year. And, I think I said it's a subtenant for Ronco Phase 2A. I got distracted by the Ben and Jerry's. This is again to accept the application and, pass the resolution.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Anyone? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Okay.
We should have our meeting here.
The next item on the agenda is MCP Yaphank Propco LLC. This is an assignment and assumption for the Yaphank ABR Chelsea project, which is an assisted living and independent living in Yaphank at the Meadows at Yaphank project that north of Sunrise, west of William Floyd. So assignment and assumption, there are 7 years remaining of a 13-year pilot, and you saw the application, I think in October, and this is the final authorizing resolution. Barry, did you have anything you wanted to add to that?
No, there's just no new benefits associated with this transaction. It's just an assignment and assumption.
But it's not the whole thing. They're selling the business or the real estate. They're keeping one, right?
Well, they're taking over the project, but the company that is operating the facility is going to continue to operate it.
Or they're just selling the real estate? Okay. The motion,
So move.
second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
The next item on the agenda is AE Castle LLC. This is a battery energy storage project proposed for the Castle facility on 83. There's a letter in your packets. They ran into some permitting issues. They had a few slowdowns. And they're requesting a 7-month extension of their sales and use tax exemption and their completion date. So they're asking those two dates to be moved to July 1st of 2025. And they're expecting that it will be commercially operational on June 1st of 2025.
This is on North Ocean, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody care to move it?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries.
Okay. The next item on the agenda is a request that we received from the Ronkonkoma Hub. They are part of Phase 2A. They're proposing it be made into a condominium. There's a schematic. It's a little bit hard to see, but it is in your packets. 4 units are becoming condos, and 3 of those units are going to be leased by Hawkins Avenue Development, Phase RHP2, and the 4th unit, which is in a parking garage, or is part of the parking garage, will be owned by Ron Hub LLC. Sorry, my notes are very scribbled.
Was that always planned?
Peter, was that always planned?
Peter, if you could see it.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I forgot to tell you before.
Yes, that was always planned. There's certain grant money involved in the construction of the parking garage, so it was always anticipated that that would have to have a different legal owner, although the beneficial owner is essentially the same.
Same.
Yeah.
Barry, did you have anything you wanted to add?
No, we've as laid out, we will need to amend the existing documents to reflect the 3 condominium units being held by the existing owner, and then sever off the parking garage for the new owner. But there's no change in benefits.
So were the condos always planned?
Well,
That's what I meant.
Planned when they decided that they were getting this grant money from the state, yes.
Okay. No, I just don't remember.
Yeah, it's a state requirement, so they have to do it.
Okay.
Eventually, it'll be the 4 tax lots,
Right.
again, subject to the existing pilot.
Motion,
So move.
second,
Second.
Annette, you all right?
I think that we should, they're requesting our consent, so, because it's a transfer of the ownership and they're asking it.
Okay.
Yeah, we have to rearrange the document, so I think we do need a motion on it.
There's a motion and a second on the floor. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Well, thank you, everybody. Have a great holiday.
Yeah,
You
you
too,
too.
Peter.
Thank you.
And enjoy your dinner tonight.
Where it
You
gets
too.
around, where it gets around.
The next item on the agenda is a request from Integrated Structures. They are a steel fabricator at 4 Pinehurst Drive in Belport. They are requesting an extension to complete a roughly 5,000 square foot extension to their building. They ran in, there's a letter that outlines they ran into some permitting issues. They have requested an extension of their completion date till 12/31 of 2025. It was originally 12/31 of, or most recently 12/31 of 2024. Any questions?
So moved.
Thank you. Second,
Second.
all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Once again, the motion carries.
Okay, and we, like I said, I feel like 2 minutes ago, have some things we think we should move around on the proposed meeting schedule. So I'm going to suggest for 2025, I'm going to suggest that we just adopt the January 8th date, and in January, we will bring the rest of the dates back to you.
Motion. Thank you. Second?
I think that was Anne Marie. Motion.
You,
He waved.
Yes.
Marty, second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Go ahead.
I have just a couple of other things.
But you go first.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure I pointed out to everybody that in your packets, there's an update from New York State EDC, sort of their year in review, which I just wanted to point out to you. And I also wanted to let you know that, our 3rd proposal for our housing study is forthcoming. I don't have it yet, but I have been told we will have it, I would say probably early next week. So I wanted to find out, do you want to wait until January to review everything and adopt it? Do you want to, at our last meeting, I pointed out that I think that the dollar amount that we approved is going to be insufficient. So we said we would discuss it at this meeting in the hopes that we would have the 3rd proposal. Do you want to change that? Do you want to wait till January? Do you want to, I don't know what our option, you can have Fred and me and Annette go through them and make a decision. There's a lot of options in how we do it. We can wait till January too. Thoughts?
Silence.
There's no,
What do you
there's no, is time of the essence?
No.
Because then I would just suggest we wait till January.
That's fine.
Time's not of the essence.
We did set it, yeah.
Okay.
The dollar allocation for the purchase of the brewery.
So, I don't know if everybody remembers this, but, well, probably a year ago,
Pretty close. Might have been before end of 2023.
Oh, okay. Well, it's been a little while. The Blue Point Brewery project was, sold from, Anheuser-Busch to
Canadian,
Hillray.
Canadian firm, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Along with a lot of others.
yeah. So they, my understanding is that Anheuser-Busch sold off their, craft beer
Yeah, right, I remember. when-
section. They got rid of some of like the R&D, and I guess they probably did a little focus more on their core business, pulled their mission back a little bit. Since then, we have been asking them, and they gave us a dollar amount to base our, application on, but we've been asking them when that number is finalized, we wanted to know what the actual number was. And we were given a number the other day that was actually half of what we were told originally. They're not asking for, any adjustment in their fees. They're not asking for anything. It was just,
To the point, several of us said, we knew that, we might have thrown it a bit. I mean, I know we're being filmed here, but if anybody wants to guess, I'll entertain
Of what the sale price was?
Yes.
well, it was.
It's an allocation within the global
Yeah.
sale price of all the microbreweries.
So it was,
$2 million?
How much?
2 million?
Okay, anybody else?
I don't know, you said ridiculous numbers, so I'm giving you something ridiculous. Come on, guys.
Multiply it by 150% and you're correct,
Okay,
which is really surprising.
yeah.
I hate to think what the original cost of that was. A multiple of that.
Well, we have it.
Yeah.
We have it.
Well,
I
and
didn't
plus
look it up,
improvements
but
after that.
yeah, it was,
so they're picking it up for a song and dance, is what you're saying?
Yes.
it seemed like
They want to get rid of it.
They
Anheuser-Busch,
did.
Bud,
It was a-
Bud Light, that,
That's right.
that
yeah.
they heard for a couple of years,
Yep.
because of Bud Light.
So I think they said we just have to get rid of everything
Yep,
and.
yep.
And although
Sad.
we joked around that we would have put in a bid, we couldn't have afforded the whole package of them, and they weren't selling one off. for
All
that
together,
price.
yeah,
We were
that's right,
selling
yeah.
all,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many were there sold? How many facilities?
I don't remember.
Well, Howard, do you remember?
I think it was Barry's. Barry, do you remember how many there were?
No?
It could have been a half a dozen.
In various locations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you there?
There was
of its- Eight of its craft breweries,
Yeah.
Okay,
August of 2023.
Amazing what you could find out.
yeah, and so quickly too.
Yeah.
All right, well, there you go.
How many were there?
8,
8.
yeah. So it's just interesting.
Well, the original founders of that company made tons of money when
Oh, yeah,
when it went,
yeah. That was nice to see local
yeah,
local people.
they won
who
River Road,
started
I
it.
think, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't that with the
Yep.
original brewery
Yes,
or
on River Avenue.
River Avenue?
Yes.
Correct.
We're
Yeah.
renting from Artie Boatman
Yeah,
back
Okay.
in the day,
All right, yeah.
before they built the big.
well, they were ahead of their time with regard to
correct.
microbreweries.
Microbrewery,
really.
exactly,
You know, they,
yes.
yeah.
Now they're all over the place.
Now they're all over, yeah.
Thinking about something. They sold, Blue Point Brewery to Anheuser-Busch for 24 million.
It's a hell of a write on.
In the, the rest of.
Something.
Somebody made money.
Mhm.
I don't have.
Oh, yeah. Like when Ben and Jerry's was sold many years
Anybody
ago.
else want to tee up anything? that we need to discuss?
Question about one of the things that's in the library here. Overcoming NIMBYism in affordable housing development. That's a subject that's of interest to me. But there doesn't seem to be a document connected to it.
What do you mean?
Well, I,
Look up.
Oh, yeah.
okay. Thank you, Annette.
She was looking at this, it looked blank.
Yeah,
Oh,
So you went
I
like,
didn't
she
move it to the, yeah.
didn't go to the left.
and it did print a little bit,
Strange.
yeah. But it's an interesting article, and that's why we included it in the packet. We try to give you guys some reading material for when you can't sleep. That article was written by, one of the Des Moines, representatives that worked on our spec industrial reports.
You have nothing else?
Yeah, nothing else.
Anything on our logos or any of that?
Actually, Joseph was here the other day and told me that they've run through some, but he hasn't liked any of them yet, so there's
Okay.
nothing that he's ready to share with us.
Okay.
So they are working on it. And they actually asked him to take a couple of pictures of the building so that, because the other people hadn't ever, they don't know what the building looks like. So they just wanted to understand how the connection between the building and our, current logo.
There's nothing further. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Bye, Howard.
Have a happy and a healthy new year. Happy
Yeah.
holidays, everybody.
Barry, if you're there, good night.
Thank you.
I told you he was there.
Maybe we are.